Hey, what's up everybody? So today's gonna be the first video on this channel. I just want to tell you guys something. This is just gonna be my story time channel. If you want my other links, my original channel is Brendan's Banger, so go subscribe to there if you like sports. But yeah, let's hop right into today's video. This story is gonna be about my crazy neighbor. And you're probably like, what's so crazy about a neighbor? Well, you're going to hear that right now. But before we get into it, comment, like, subscribe, turn that bell on, and let's hop right into today's video. By the way, I hope this background is good. For now, I'm trying to get, like, some decorations. Like, I tried to point it towards my Bills sign up here, but I know you guys can't see it. Maybe if I put this blanket up, maybe it will be more interesting for you guys to see. I don't know. Is that good? I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it like that. But yeah, let me tell the story. So my mom and dad got divorced. Well, this all started when my mom and dad got divorced. What is it, 2024? So 6 years ago. 5.5 years ago. 6 years ago, around there. And I didn't know. I thought my dad either, like, got really hurt. Because my mom wouldn't tell me for the first couple days. And I thought my dad just didn't want to see me at the moment. And I just felt, like, very sad about it. So we started living at my grandparents' house. And then I saw my dad and stuff on the weekends and stuff. But then after, like, in late December in 2018, me and my mom got an apartment where we stayed at. And the first month and a half, it was pretty cool. Maybe not even the first month. But let's say the first 2 weeks to a month were pretty cool. Like, I loved the area. I loved it because we can go swimming there. We can go anywhere, but the only thing that everyone there was nice. There was old people there. We had a lot of very, very cool neighbors. But the only neighbor that I didn't like is our downstairs neighbor, because we lived upstairs, and it had 8 apartments. So it was we were upstairs and they were downstairs. But yeah, bro, it was just so annoying. So, the first couple of weeks living there, I would, like, be mad at my mom for, like, not playing catch with me or something. Because, dude, it got so boring in there. Because because she had this TV in her room, right? And I asked her, I'm just like, hey, can you please go out, maybe, like, can you go over in your room and watch TV so I can watch my stuff out here? So I would get mad at her, stuff like that. And I remember the first complaint that we got, and it was like me, like, crying about something. I think it was like about, like, me missing my grandpa or something before we left or something. I don't know. But I remember, like, crying about something, and it was, like, making me pissed off. And I remember it wasn't about my mom. It was about something else. I remember that. But, yeah, after, I remember my mom, like, the next couple days, she's like, hey, you gotta stop jumping off the couch, you gotta stop screaming, because we just got a noise complaint. And I'm just like, from who? Because I thought it was our next door neighbor, but they would have knocked. Like, they would have knocked on the door and went like, hey, is everything okay? And they would have just checked up on us. No, it was the downstairs neighbor. And keep in mind, this lady was like in her 60s, maybe early 70s. She was an old lady. So I get it if you're, like, annoyed when someone's jumping, but we'll get into that part a little later. But I had these books called Goosebumps books. And I gave her, like, 2 to read, right? And I apologized, and we became friends for, like, maybe a week, 1 to 3 weeks. After that, I, like, got so mad at something. I think it was about my little cousin, like, not coming over. And I was crying because I haven't seen them in a month, maybe 4 weeks. And I'm just like, oh my god, like, stop. And I was just throwing a fit. So, I remember her being like, you gotta stop whining like a baby. You gotta stop. And then once, I remember, also, I would put these... So, I don't know if you know about Goosebumps. If you don't, they're books, TV series, whatever. There's these things called Goosebumps Presents that were based on the TV show. And I would place them outside of each and every door, right? There's 2 people that would read them. The others, I just picked them up after 3 hours or 4 hours or something. And this lady down below us, her name is Linda. And she was, oh my god, I can't even stand her. But when I put the book down at her door, I guess she was getting her laundry. And she said, Brendan, stop. And I'm just like, what? I wasn't even doing anything. And I'm just like, what am I doing? She's like, putting books in front of people's doors when they don't want to read them. And I said, well, at least somebody will read them. Nobody will read your books. But yeah, I said that to her. And she's like, she came like running after me. And she's like, she held up, pretend this remote is her phone. She's like, I'm calling the apartment building and finally they got cleaned. I'm like, oh my god. So after I tell my mom, and she's like, oh my god, I can't deal with her anymore. And then I remember a couple weeks later, I got mad and I ding-dong ditched her. And, because, you know, like those, well, I had TikTok in like 2019. And you know those, like, old ding-dong ditching videos or whatever? I was trying to do that and put my phone out there. I went, like, at her door, opened it. She grabbed my phone, and I'm just like, no, I rip it out of her hands. I, like, totally rip it out of her hands. And she's like, you can't be recording. So she filed a noise complaint for that. And, first of all, guys, I didn't know that I was 8. Or 9, okay? So, she acted like I would have known about, she acted like I would have known about, going, or not recording without permission, you know? Like, I didn't know that. I was, like, 8 and a half. Like, what the hell? But, yeah, so we only lived there for, like, max 8.5 months. Like, dude, after, like, the last noise complaint, which I believe was that one, maybe a little one after that, my mom was like, nope, dude, after that, we started looking at, like, 10 houses, because we really wanted to get out of there. We're just like, oh my god. My mom got so mad, she's like, no, we're not doing this. I can't deal with her. I'm just like, oh my god. But yeah, I'm just like, oh my god, like, bro, I gotta, but yeah, guys, after that, like, I went up to our apartment building just to see if he still lives here. She still lived there, and she did. Oh, and I remember the last noise complaint, by the way. So, the lady that gave us the tour, because I have a very good memory, by the way. I have my uncle's memory, because he has a very good memory. But anyways, I have a very good memory. And the thing that the lady told us was, if there's ever a fire, you can climb down the ladder right here. That's for safety, right? So, once I was like bouncing a tennis ball on the deck that we had, just sitting down, bouncing it and stuff. And it went down like on the grass. And I think she maybe would have saw that, maybe a little. So I climbed over the deck, or the balcony, climbed down this ladder, and I climbed down the ladder, and I scared the bejesus out of her. So pretend I'm climbing down the ladder, and pretend this is her watching TV, and she looks over, she's like, oh, and then she gets up, like, she literally, like, gets up like this, so fast, I'm not even kidding. I grabbed a ball, and I get up the ladder so fast, and I remember her almost grabbing my leg. Like, I remember her, like, going, like, like, I almost remember her, like, reaching to grab my leg. Like, that's how fast I climbed up the ladder. But, yeah, after that, she's like, why did you climb down there? That's not right. That's not right. You're not supposed to climb down there. You scared the hell out of me. I'm just like, I had to get my ball. I'm sorry. So my mom hears us, and she's like, June, get inside. And my mom handled it. But, yeah, dude, that's the last I heard from her. And that was 6 years ago. Maybe 5 years ago. So picture me 5 years ago. I'm 14 now. So picture me 5 years ago. Like, imagine how that was. But, yeah, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, comment, like, subscribe. Turn that bell on. If you really like it, please like and subscribe. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.